Hey guys, and welcome to the official Nibble bi-weekly series week 5. Today guys, we'll be tuning into the finals of the competitive trios that have made it all the way into finals. Today guys, you're looking at a whooping 1,350 rand up on the line, where the top two players will be grabbing themselves some juicy cash prize for themselves going into the 5 games that we have planned for today. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much for the spectacular gameplay that we have from you. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming through, and let's see exactly what we have on board for this game. The game has already started. It's going to be an absolutely amazing journey going ahead into the 5 games that we have for you today, guys. Again, there was unfortunately not enough trios to actually come through and participate in the finals due to other commitments and so forth. But today, guys, we have 84 players that will be battling it out for the top prize pool of 1,350. I'm expecting some banger end games to come into play, with also a bit of W key, if I may say. I will add to that there is going to be a lot of the tier 1 players probably taking advantage over the game and the lobby at hand. So guys, tune in to this 5 games. Get ready, get your popcorn, like I did mention quite early on Twitter. If you guys want to snack up and enjoy the cost at hand, it'll be highly appreciative. Again, if you guys want to indulge and engage with the content, make sure to use hashtag NobleXEPS and go on Twitter. Let us know who you guys think will be grabbing the qualifiers, whether Punishers, Bravado Gaming, Goliath Gaming, Light Gaming, Sin Gaming, whatever the case may be. Let us know which organization you think will be grabbing this finals at hand. Now, without wasting any more time, guys, I say we jump on board with one of the players at hand. Let us give a race and a little bit of a preview of Spawn and see exactly where they will be going. Okay, it's just taking some time to load up there. So we'll go over to CK. We did see CK and them in some action in game number 1. So let's see exactly what that looks like for us over here on the other side. So you guys can see we're on CK. Bojo as well has noted, and yeah, I don't know if that is that Bojo confirmed. Let me just triple confirm with you guys. Yeah, it is definitely Bojo with a outer count, a psych, a growl. And then you can see already, guys, only one player has been eliminated off Spawn. I think this one will be a fairly decent amount of entertainment coming out of this finals. Let us see what we can get from the POVs. And by the way, guys, today we got so much people streaming for us. And just to give you guys a general feel of what the games are going to be, it's Ginger, Crispy, Reepsy, Race, Junaid, Restricted, Ropes, Kryptonic, Daniel, Light, CK, Bojo, Light Noted, Travis, Neymar, Woken, Reject, Chimp, Kareem, Outer, Stabs, Piano, Silent Slayer, Subs, Raymond, Nova, Civics. So we literally have control over who we need to spectate going into the end games and so forth. And you can see a comfortable rotation from Dirty Docs. The players will be making their way. Now, we are about 2 minutes into the game. Only a single player has been eliminated. You can see Noted and them already concentrated on a player out and about over there, so they could possibly be going in for the W key, and we will see that action come out from them. Let's see who they stumble upon, whether they come through with a victory dance on the team. Let's see what they can do. They're obviously searching quite heavily for the single player. I did see personally the builds being placed out and about over here, so let's see what they can do right now. They do manage to just scout out who they're looking for, and I think it's the player that's going to be in a hut. They do see a car as well, so they can possibly also get into that position of a W key in this team. Now, it's unfortunate that we won't be seeing that action off the bat, but holy, Light Seeker with the beams at hand. That is exactly what you love to see. They are going in for the W key. This is Bojo and CK in the same vehicle, making their way to the opponent's position. Nice 22 damage. Now, the thing is about peeking overly outside. You will get in a position, and you can see CK comes through with a knock already. So beautiful stuff from CK, and then they take the shakedown as well to get the exact location. The players are going in for the rotation or the disengagement, so the opponent trying their level best to move about over there. But there's a couple third-party shots also going into play, so they need to position themselves in a place where they know they won't get double keyed too heavily. And you can see they easily rotate behind the players and will now get that piece control in as well. That cone looks beautiful. Nice 24 damage as well. Will he get the knockdown? Yes, he will. Beautiful side jump from CK. And they get that elimination as well. I think there's one more player left at hand that they can't get an elimination. They must keep in mind that there is a third party that could possibly come at play. Bojo does get hit quite heavily, and this could motivate the third parties to push in more aggressively. Setting in the bush, CK dealing quite the damage, 60 in total to the other players. Now, Bojo needs some heals. In fact, the entire team need more heals at hand. If you look, there's an AR and a shotgun. They need blue heals, more ammo at hand in order to make it into endgame. A lot more mats as well. They're only chilling on 241, not 194 and 205 metal. That is not decent amount of mats you want to be utilizing going into endgame. Now that was CK. Bojo noted off spawn. Let's go see what Reject and them are like, or what position they have for themselves. You can just see practically at the NPC comfortably chilling, upgrading their loot and in a good position as well, which is exactly where you want to be. What's up, guys? The Godcaster Ira. Thank you so much, Don. Light got this. Tristan in favor for Light. Guys, go on Twitter. Let us know who you think, which organization will be winning. Engage with our social media things. And you can see they got a bounty on Star Shopping. Star Shopping. I have no clue who this trio could possibly be, but that's what's interesting about the Nibble bi-weekly series. You're seeing new names constantly come in and out of the Nibble bi-weekly series, which is perfect. And you can see BVD Peace Police, which is Neymar, actually getting elimination 137 meters out. Iro, what's the PayPal link? I'm so confused. But yeah, making their way into the storm. They need a long way to sort of rotate in. 74 players remain. Only about 3 teams have been eliminated already. This is looking juicy. This is looking like a entertaining end game coming into play right here. Let's see what they can do though. They will be getting a score. The nice thing about Sweaty Sands, Sweaty Sands is they can get a nice score as well as just upgrade their primal and makeshift pumps into a decent loot as well. So that's amazing for them. So let's see where they go. So yeah, guys, Rejects, Kareem, and Chimp if you guys do remember correctly, they used to trio back in the Season 8, Season 9. Wait, I don't even know what season we are. No, Season 2. Season 2. Just when Reject had split from Woke and Scorer, and arguably one of the best trios to ever exist was Woke, Scorer, and Reject. But then Reject then joined Kareem and Chimp, and they yet again running it back. So that's like really good coming in from the team. It does look like they scout some players out and about, but it doesn't look like they're going to go in for the W key. However, we do not have more positions. Let me see whether or not we can get in some more action for you guys. But there is players around though. So let's see what we do, whether we stick with Rejects and then they bring in that beautiful action for us. This is hella stacked. Considering that there's only been 84 players that queued up for the finals, this is absolutely beautiful. Reject can line up a beautiful shot right here. Can he do so? Couple headshots, a nice little knock coming into play. Yes, Mitch Chimp actually knocked out the player right there. Beautiful stuff. They can't get this elimination. The player trying to disengage right here. They will get the finish. A purple pump. Holy, the player had beautiful loot at hand as well. Now, this is what happens when you're coming to a third-party perspective. Make sure you guys always build around you. Make sure you got walls behind you, left, right, and center. That way, if there's a third party, they can't really get a good peek on you. Now, the good decision is to disengage right here, which comes into play. This is what you'd like to see. 69 players will be going into Zone 3, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they have to disengage. That zone is very, very far. So if they get into a fight, it could be a long fight at hand, and which you don't want to see right now. So there you go. The disengagement comes into play from rejecting them. Let's go over to another team and see what their positioning looks like for them. So they pretty much in zone, but they got a vehicle, so they can get those rotations out. But that zone is far, and they could possibly bump into other opponents, because we did see rejects and them sort of fight at the white line, which they're about to get into Nana. 260 meters away to rotate to. Kryptonic is going to need a couple bandages at hand. Yeah, the zone is also rotating while they travel. Kryptonic looking like he's about to get knocked down by the zone. There's a med kit to their right. Okay, does have some white heals of some sort, which you can see he has eaten, and he's back at decent HP. Hopefully they do get a med kit out of here, and they get some more bandages, which is going to be helpful for them. But yeah, guys, we did see Kryptonic earlier in the qualifiers. They actually did decent. So let's see what they can do in this position as well in the finals, up against Neymar, up against rejects. It's going to be a tough one. You also got CK, Bojo, Noted, Ginger, Crispy, Reepsy. But I don't know about Ginger and Reepsy. Let me just hop into their call, find out what their position is like, and see whether or not they are dead. I think they are dead though. 65 players going into Zone 3. I believe this is Zone 3 or Zone 2. He's using a lot of mats, guys. Using a lot of wood to sort of just travel. Holy, that is a lot of wood. That's almost 500. Nice, beautiful parking area they have here, actually very secluded. But that was a lot of mats they used just to get into this position. I mean, you're looking at maybe 500, 600 mats just used on that rotation to not get beamed from the players in the boat. This is going to be very hard for them going into endgame. You're probably looking at refresh or two needed in order to make endgame, because yeah, that was GG's, man. Couple players still alive, 64 making those rotations. You can see it's very sweaty, congested area. Even though they made the rotation quite late, he is gonna get hit quite a bit. He's got a lot of minis though, about 10 in hand, so that's gonna help him a lot. But just looking at his mats, that makes me more concerned though. We did have Punisher racing them also in this position of endgame. Let's see what if it does load up. We'll give it some time to load up for you guys. But if it doesn't load up, then we'll go through. We'll go through to someone else. Let's go over to Reject and Chimp, because we're struggling to connect to Punisher's race. And we can see Chimp and Reject already in a good position of zone. This is actually decent. This is Zone 3. You got 63 players alive. They actually knock a player, no ways. And they get the elimination as well. And that's Specs will get eliminated. No ways. The beam was so quick. They need to grab those mats. You can see the harpoon coming into play. But what a beam coming in for the team right there. They're sitting on 2 eliminations. No direct fights for them. but still GG's in the books. Hey Don, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, thank you. Now back onto the tournament at hand, guys. 57 players remain. They got red peppers. They got so many mats. They got mechanical parts if they need somehow to upgrade their guns. But man, guys, 4 peppers at hand. That is going to be crucial for that endgame rotations, guys. You're probably looking at the winners right here. I'm not even baiting. Having those red peppers in endgame is going to be very, very helpful. This is looking like a stackaroonie and a half. 55 players making their way into the 4th zone rotation. Let's see what goes into play. Rejecting them just comfortably, waiting for the next zone rotation to come into play. They could possibly be on the next one, and they are indeed on the next zone rotation, so they don't even need to use that much mats, guys. They could possibly, imagine just them getting the 50-50 zone. That would be ridiculous. Let's see what the positioning is like for Travis and Neymar, because they're also in this tournament. So let's see where they are situated. So they need to make the rotations. Let's see what that's going to look like for the players at hand. They are sitting at 3 eliminations, which is really juicy going into endgame. Nice little quick height coming in. Looks like they will be on the white line. Probably just need to move 1 box left, and they should be in a good position. Does look like Travis may just be outside zone. 54 players remain. He's lining up that bow shot. Will he get a beautiful snipe or beautiful headshot from the bow? We've seen Travis with the sniper before in the Nibble bi-weekly series. He's done mad stuff. Stink bow going into play. Those players are not in zone, so them giving themselves attention is very, very tricky. This is an easy, probably an easy elimination gonna come at play. You get that Storm Surge warning. If I was Travis, I would use my AR. They're not gonna focus the team, actually. The team will manage to successfully rotate in. GG's. It's very, very hard to get those long distance shots coming into play with a bow. You got to be dead on with your aim. Script. That is literally all I have in my dictionary. Going into play. They're going to be dropping some petrol bombs. A couple petrol bombs, actually. I wonder if that did anything in terms of griefing the team. 52 players, and we get a little bit of a Storm Surge in play, guys. Storm Surge gets active, and you can see Travis and them on 1088 damage above. I wonder which team could possibly be on low damage. Let's go over to CK, see whether or not they in endgame as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they are, so we'll go over to another team, Rogues. Rogues and them were in a tough position. We did see them with no mats. Let's see what it looks like now for them. Still 51 players remain. Players above them, he does close off the top. Just a couple more meters in, and they should be able to be in zone. Still, Storm Surge is still active, guys. There you go. player does get eliminated. Altus picking up an elimination, which is really, really good. Let's go over to Altus. We actually have them on board as well. So let's see what their position is like. But they did pick up an elim, which we just missed, unfortunately. They do have 500 of max mats going into endgame, so that's really juicy. And again, I do apologize about the quality, but this is what we will get, guys. 47 players remain in this position. We could probably see another Storm Surge coming into play. Coming into play. They have a max pool rotation. I'm interested to see what they're going to do in this position. Because, yeah, they have no movable rotations. And they are a duo. So, Davs and Altus making those rotations right now. He does get closed off by his teammate. Then goes in for the solo rotations. But then meeting up, Davs is sort of pushing in. Oh, he does get hit hard. Altus only on 25 HP. They do drop a level down. This is his time to heal up. He does have those stinkfishes, which he can then use for white heals as well. Would have been crucial to have for endgame. Instead of eating the stinkfish, he's going to throw it. That was not the decision to use right there. He's going to get a couple of Storm Surge damage as well. Only on 45 HP. Yeah, no. That stinkfish would have given him that beautiful HP. But you're going to see him down and dead. And then Dabs making those rotations alone. But you know what? Let's go over to rejecting them. See what their position is like. They did have those stinkfishes. And I did say, guys, that this could possibly be the winning team. They have the peppers for claiming height or just making that next zone rotation. 36 players remain. You're going to get that 35 player rotations and a Storm Surge active as well. They are chilling on 758 damage above, though. A couple beams at hand. He does manage to hit for 35. Will he get this elimination? He could possibly get the elimination at a later stage. Does hit for 52. Manages to knock one player, and that's Cardi with an elim. There's another player down below. Hits for 35. The zone is on them, though, so they got to stop making those rotations. They do get those eliminations. Like I mentioned, the Storm is going to work its way, guys. They are chilling on 6 elims right now. Reject trying to frag out a bit. He does hit for 70. Trying to focus another player. This is how you want to play going into endgame. 21 players remain in this position. So many just wiped out in a space of a minute. It's absolutely crazy. We had 35 players on moving rotations, and now you're looking at 17 for the next second rotation. Oh, Reject. Oh, falling down to 4 damage. Almost completely dead. But now on 6 HP. It does take a big pot. It would be crucial, guys, if you guys maybe have a player with a flopper going into endgame, a support player who will carry white heals for you. Because, yeah, chilling on 6 HP is not going to be helpful. Maybe you can pick up 1 elim here and then get a 50 siphon, which will be helpful for him. But he's really decent on that. You can see 550, and Chimp has been leading the way. Kareem somehow getting pumped in zone. GG's. Thought this was the winning team at hand, but it doesn't look like it. They can still, however, clutch up. Does get some good rotations in, a good top as well. 160 mats. 6 players remain. There's a player in the bush. I don't know if they saw that. Getting focused quite heavily on height. They can take it this time to take a big pot. Oh, he misses his pump, but the AR comes into play. He does get a huge elimination. Chimp, however, on height alone. Chimp will get knocked. He does manage to break one player down. That is Zakis who will get eliminated. He does get the finish. It is a 1v2 situation. What is the play for him? He does manage to knock the player, but unfortunately, from behind will come another partner from the opponent team. But that was a huge clutch coming in for Reject. Jeez, I thought he was gonna really 1v3 in that position. Jesus, man. Whew. Oh my god. Let's see what goes into play. Ban Fury? Where? Okay, there we go, guys. Okay, guys, we will be back with game number 2. That was an interesting play from Rejects with the huge clutch coming into play. He did grab himself one elimination in endgame that helped him so much. But overall, the team walked out with 7 or 8 eliminations, which is really great. That gives you guys a boost of points going into game number 2, which we'll be right back with it. Guys, Nibble Esports.
Got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right.
Okay, guys, that was one a juicy game. You are probably questioning yourself, what is the leaderboard looking like? Who is taking first place, second, and third? We're gonna look at that right now. But can we say GG's to Rejecting them for making it all the way to second place? That was actually quite a close call, with Reject almost 1v3ing the team at hand over there. It was very, very close, but unfortunately the team had surrounded him. He did get one pumped from behind, but he almost clutched up in that position. Let us go over to game 2, where we'll look at the leaderboard, and you can see it hasn't been refreshed. You guys are curious right now who is in first. Let's give that a little bit of a refresh and see exactly. So you got Sin Gaming in first place. Whoo, jeez. Okay, let's open top 10 and look at the general top 10 placement right there. And you're looking at first place, which is Sin Gaming, Zelo Zakis, and AG Keaton. In second place is FA x BVD x FA, which is Reject Chimp and Bravado Kareem. In third place, we're looking at Glubs, Psycho, and Storm, which is Najens. And then in fourth is Punishes x Sin, Reepsy, Crispy, and Ginger. Ginger and Crispy actually went into the game as a duo, and they came third place, which is absolutely amazing. In fifth, you got Lex, Poxy, and Wavy, which is Don't Care. And in sixth is JVM, which is Minx, Jovi, and Vague. You can see the points as well, guys. It's very, very close. 36, 30, 25, 24, 20, 18, 18. At this point, top 10 belongs to anyone. Then there you go, guys, your top 10 positions. Let's go over into the gameplay and actually see what Reepsy and them are like, or where they're situated off spawn. Actually, you know what? Let's give CK and them a watch. They always have action for us off spawn, and it's always an interesting perspective for them. So let's get that over and out for you guys there. And again, guys, you're tuning into the Nibble Trio bi-weekly series, which is week 5 happening right here. It is a finals as well. Game number 2 on board. We did see some spectacular gameplays coming in out of game number 1. Now, this happens every second and fourth week of the month. So make sure to tune into the week 6 happening in the end of the month. It's going to be an interesting qualifiers again, as well as finals. I have got confirmation that this is going to still guarantee to go on for a couple more months. And guys, let's see how long the Fortnite ZA can keep this consistency and growth. Honestly, if you guys want more of these every month, in and out, keep bringing those numbers, keep growing the Nibble bi-weekly series. It motivates sponsorships and the hosts to continue bringing you guys this fantastic consistent tournament that happens every month. Now, this time around, guys, you're having trios land on each other a lot more, because if you look at the amount of players that are alive, it is 66 players that are alive in this position, and I believe there is a player silent in them. They're on board with a off-spawn fight, and they actually get eliminated. So GG's, we just missed that action coming in from them. Let's go over to Altus then and just see what it's like for them. They also in a decent position right over here. So right, as you guys can see, Altus and them outside Steamy Stacks. Remember, guys, Deimos, Lurker, and Luca also land out in Steamy Stacks. So it's they have one elimination though. So I wonder who could have that been the team to actually pick that up. Whether it was Lurker or Luca in this position. But yeah, still 60 players alive. That's 60 players are alive in this position, and you can see them making those rotations in Steamy Stacks. They could have the control over who gets out of here. Trying to just get a peek on height, whether people are flying around, but really nobody bringing in that action. He is gonna take the Steamy Stacks and then get into a better position of height to see whether or not the players are around and whether he can get an elimination or two for his team. But you can see already, there's players outside and about. This is very free for him. He can get a couple of beams on the player. Maybe Dabs and Piano can join up as well and then meet up with Piano to get this elimination. This is an easy 1v3. They take the steamy stack, land on top of that building, and then W key that box. That is literally the freest thing. But unfortunately for them, they get out of that position. They will be taking that truck, and he hits for a nice 23 piano. However, on the other hand, also looking to be W keying that truck. Let's see just what action goes into play over here. Who's Luca playing with? Lurker and Deimos. Guys, imagine a car actually being able to drive in water. It is going to sink now, so he's going to come out of that, surely. There is no game sound, however, for the players. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we'll go over to another POV just to give you guys a general refresh or good feeling when it comes into the leaderboard, when it comes into the game. So 59 players, and we did miss a bit of action from Reapsy. They are chilling on 2 eliminations. There is players around here. They can't get the beams on them. Nice 99 damage. But they will be taking this fight head on. They got the fire bow, so them players building in wood will not be helpful. Nice 99 damage as well dealt over there. Players are don't have an escape route. They are going to have to take this fight head on from Crispy, Reapsy, and Ginger, which is really, really good. Looks like Crispy is just far about. Are they together? A bit choppy from his end, guys, but that's fine. As long as we still got the gameplay at hand, it's really good. Nice little crack from him as well. Crispy in the box. Crispy does get an elimination, and they actually wipe out that trio very, very quickly. Ooh, damn, man. They are chilling on a good amount of kills, guys. This is how you come back in the tournament. They are top 10, so this really helps them gain those points in order to get into endgame. Now, guys, just so you know, we are going to take a long break at Hopper 6 until 7:20. So we will take a long break between then. Oh, and there's a third party that's coming into play. He's on 6 HP. Reapsy needs to disengage and take some heals. But as I was saying, there's going to be a Ramadan. People who are breaking fast will be happening at Hopper 6 until 7:20. Just a 45 to 50 minute break, and then we'll be back with game number 4, I believe. We're going to find game number 4 in that position. So the players aren't really being too aggressive. They did get the mega beam on Reapsy, however, and Reapsy can take this time to take a medkit, which we can see going into play. Looks like Rogues. Okay, let's go over to somewhere else, because Rogues and them. Hey guys, have you guys died?
Yeah, we died of spawn.
Oh, GG's. Okay, so we can go over to other players, you know, give everyone a general feel of this qualifier. Making the rotations, those Raymar, Astroworld, and Pulse, which is really good. BBD Police actually managed to get a knockdown. So let's go over to Neymar and see what that looks like. Did they eliminate the players already? Kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like they managed to grab the eliminations. Yeah, so we just missed that out quickly. But CK and them are very, very close to that area. So let's go over to CK's POV and see what's happening. Oh, CK have left Dirty Docks already. Okay, so in this position, Light, CK, Bojo, and Noted are looking to get some action in. We can see this coming into play right here. They're just trying to clear up the area so they can get a beam on, but it looked like the opponents actually managed to hit more harder on CK. Nice little pump coming into play as well. Literally trying to control this fight. They have no mats. They actually need to win this fight right here in order to continue going into endgame, guys, because they need the refresh from the players, and then they need to start farming up some mats. But look at just how much mats is on CK alone. 278. Yeah, CK just knows how to bring that action in. You can see he's just really shooting from afar, getting as much balls replaced by him. It's really good gameplay that we are seeing from CK. Although this fight is taking way too long to sort of come to an end. A lot of mats have been used as well. He's only on 278, which is very little. The zone is pushing in 1 hour 17 minutes. Yeah, no, this was not the greatest fight to come into play. There's also third parties looking to fight as well. CK does get knocked, however, and they won't be able to get his body out. That's Playboy Cardi. GG's. Noted and them need to disengage from here. This fight already was way too long for the players at hand, and CK does go down. Noted also on very little mats. If anything, Bojo and Noted should disengage from this fight and then make their way into endgame to get a couple placement points, because it's still possible. Third-party shots as well coming into play. They are going to hold Noted and the other teams in zone. A huge pump from Bojo, it looked like. Oh, Noted with the huge stare. And a one pump coming in from Noted. That is massive. That is going to swift the fight completely. Huge stuff coming into play for Noted right there. Oh, but Noted, unfortunately, trying to get as much eliminations as he can possibly. It does look like Bojo hits for 140, does get the stare, but won't be able to get that elimination. Unfortunately, Playboy Cardi manages to clutch up for his team, getting CK eliminated, and then that team as well. Whew, that fight was very, very close, guys. They shouldn't have taken that fight, honestly. Sorry guys for my inattention. It just smelled like electronics were burning, like wires. So just making sure nothing from my PC was on fire. Couple stink bows going into play for the team here. Reapsy and them just need to stay cautious of what goes into play. Trying to stink up the entire top way, but really you don't know the exact locations. Really smart from Ginger, Reapsy and Crispy to build such a huge top, that sort of lead way back in front, which helps them. They can't get the beam here. Nice head dink from Reapsy. Yeah, the actual fresh. The break is from now till 7:20. After this game, we'll go into the break, guys. After this game, we'll go into the break till 7:20. There's a break because of Ramadan. Muslims are breaking fast, so we're just giving that room for all players to have the opportunity to participate in the Nibble finals. Yeah, literally our Nibble bi-weekly series is catered to Ramadan as well. All our qualifiers won't be interrupted by finals and by breakfast, and all our finals won't be interrupted by Ramadan. The next cup will be happening at Sunday 3 o'clock, so we know by 6 it will be done already. You can see Ginger in them. Probably gonna bait the team here with that. They can't get an elimination here. The players think Reapsy could possibly be low, but no action coming into play though. We can go over to Neymar and see where they're situated in. You can see Neymar and them trying to get some action in over here. Travis is literally on one tap. Gets a slow fish from Neymar. But that was really close. All players literally needed to heal. Literally, the tournament is still young, guys. 2 games at hand that has been played. Literally, the top 10 players can still come through with a huge win. They do got favor of zone though, so that's really crucial. They can easily get a good rotation going in for them. Let's see what Reapsy and them have to do in this position though. But they're also in favor of zone, so they're probably below Travis and them as it speaks right now. Reject and them, we did see Reject with the huge clutch. Let's see what it's like for their games though. They do get a couple pumps in. He is on one tap, he misses his pump, and they get eliminated by Mac. Jeez, that was quick elimination. Altus on the other hand, GG's. Let's go. Is Raymond, Nova, and Thingy in endgame? Kinda looks like it, and they just get eliminated by Playboy Cardi. So we'll go back over to Reapsy, see what their situation is like for the zone rotations. Nice little AT pump. Trying to go in for the piece control. Controlling that fight, but nothing comes of that. 200 HP though. Looks like Ginger's in an uncomfortable position. He's lost a lot of HP. This time he needs to take this time to heal up. He does get a pepper thrown at him, so that's gonna help Reapsy. Reapsy with the 116 pump. Trying to W keen here, but this is not good for the team. Yeah, GG's. Looks like Reapsy and them are gonna die to Storm. That looks like Crispy is the only one with some white heals. Really getting zoned though. He does get an elimination, which helps him with a lot of placement, with a lot of white heals. But I don't know if Crispy can make it out of zone successfully. Does look like he does make it. But let's go over to name on them. They're probably a full trio. No, in fact, it's only Neymar in this position who's left alone. Doesn't look like Neymar's gonna get out of here. He needed that huge pump. But yeah, we don't have anyone else. If Crispy has died, Crispy's still alive in this. And he does get one pump from behind though. Jeez. Okay, let's stay on this position and see what goes into play. Oh, what just happened? They left. Maybe Neymar hasn't left? Yeah, we can still see Light E-Take in the situation of top players. 6 players remain. What can Light E-Take do in this position? He does go in for the side jump, but doesn't hit a pump. He is going to get one player knocked. Very, very close. Nice little side jump, but he misses his pump. It is now going to be a 2v1, 3v1 situation. On 200 HP though. Genesis Swish. Unfortunately, guys, we have no gameplay for you. Jeez. Okay, guys. That is game number 2. So much a drama happening. So many players going off quite early. CK, Noted, and Bojo in a huge long fight as well. Then getting third party. They were pressured in order to take that fight on. They then also got eliminated, but that was really close. Guys, we're going to be taking a sort of long break for the players at hand to sort of get they break fast come into play. So if you guys are breaking fast, enjoy dinner. And yeah, guys, we'll be back shortly. I will keep you guys posted in the chat how long the break will be. But since we can't really get into game number 3 because people will be breaking fast at 6:30, we'll see you guys in just a bit.
You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's a way look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. Ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying coming back around, when I'm coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, oh no, it ain't right, oh no. You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around, when I'm coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around, when I'm coming back around. You got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around, when I'm coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. When you're coming back around, coming back around? When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right, ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right, ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient,
Woo! Finally, guys, the break has come to a short end. I can guarantee that everyone who went to break fast is back here into the games and ready to rock and roll for the tournament. So let's get straight. So let's get straight into the tournament where we got a couple games coming forth. It was a long break, but I still think the players have it in them to compete for the next 3 games. It's going to be interesting gameplay from the players at hand. Let's see what that energy looks like for the next remaining games, whether we get double key lobbies, whether we get a stacked lobbies, or whatever the case may be. But I'm also interested to find out what that's going to be like. So yeah, I can tell you now the games will be starting soon, and we'll be back with game number 3. The tournament will go up until about 9 p.m. guys. So just make sure, no, actually earlier, it's going to end about 8:30. So make sure you guys are ready. Get your coffee, get your hot beverages, get comfortable. We're going to get into game 3 quite shortly. The code is on the website, so make sure you guys queue up quickly.
You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When
Okay, guys, let's get straight into game number 3. Let's also look at the leaderboards to get a general understanding where the players are at, so we can see how they're handling everything. So going into game number 3, and pardon me for all the nonsense. Okay. So going into game number 3, you can see Ikasi X Gen, which is Stale, Nyclo, and Swish in first place, guys, which is crazy consistency coming in from them over the past couple of weekends. Now, Stale, Nyclo, and Swish in first with 55 points, not that far ahead of Glove, Psycho, and Storm. Storm being in 51 points. We do have Reepsy, Crispy, and Ginger with 50 points as well, just 5 points behind first. And then in fourth is Poxy, Wavy, and Lex with a 39. Now that is a whooping 20, almost 20 points, almost 15 more points difference than first. And then not far behind is Reject Chimp as well, tied with fourth is 39 points, and then Travis Neymar on 37 points. Now they can easily go to anyone in this position. Let's see what the games are looking like for Reepsy, though, because they did have that little bit of a attention on them going into game number 2. Let's see whether or not that will still happen again for them. Game number 3. And let me just change this right over here for you guys. There we go. So yeah, we can see the players right here already formed and ready to go into the games. Let's see what they can do. 69 players in this position. I'm interested to find out what they can develop. I mean, it's kind of crazy how the games have been over the past couple, game 1 and game 2. But with that break, maybe that sort of refreshes the mentality for many others that were kind of struggling in terms of what the position is like. So you can see Ginger, Crispy, and them in a good, comfortable Boney Bob's landing spot. Doesn't look like they are contested. Let's hop over to other POVs and just see what is going on for them. We do have Reject, Chimp, and Kareem landing at Sweaty Sands as well. We haven't really seen what their rotation looks like or what goes on over at Sweaty Sands for them. But off the bat, he's already got a purple scar. He's got that green makeshift pump as well, which he can utilize in terms of if he doesn't find a blue makeshift pump, he can then get the NPC to upgrade it to a blue makeshift, and then he should be in a better position. The nice thing about Sweaty Sands is how much mechanical parts he can actually walk out the area with. You can see he's probably got about 8 to 10 crafting materials just from all those trailer vans and so forth, and there's still trucks around that he can farm as well, which will give him a huge hefty amounts of crafting materials or mechanical parts in order to upgrade these guns. And yeah, that loot going into endgame is gonna look real juicy. So yeah, so let's see what he can do. Punisher race, we haven't really gotten a chance to see Punisher race, but now we finally do. And it does look like they have died. So we'll go over to somewhere else, Kryptonic, see what their positioning is like as well. So only 2 teams have died in this position, which is really good, seeing that there's only 69 players alive. It looks like Stary does get an elimination in the kill feed, and Extra Sub will get knocked down. I think that is the time to jump onto silencing them, because that is where they were fighting actually. Extra Sub is the team for silencing them, so you can see them getting into a fighting position. Let's see how they can hold their fort as a duo against the trio. Does look like Slayer is gonna get attacked a bit. Running completely down though. Does he get a mega pump? He doesn't. Unfortunately, he misses that shot. Does get a nice blue tack damage. One player does get knocked. Slayer will get out of that position. And it's a primal shotgun that will eliminate Silence as well. GG's in the books for the team Silent, Sub, and them. They do get the Hot Wheels vehicles on there, so that's going to be juicy. Like, I just like how Fortnite comes up with innovative ideas in order to rotate, make content and so forth. The player Piano will get absolutely beamed. They're going to go down the river in order to get that natural cover if need be. But there is going to be some barrels that they could use maybe over here. He can maybe take a couple minis before breaking the barrels. That way, he will be on good HP. Does look like the team, however, will be W keying them. So let's see how Davs in this position can get a beam. Oh, he misses that mega opportunity for a pump. But Davs is on height. There is dinosaurs as well in this position. He does hit a mega, a 46 headshot and a 31 blue as well. What could he do? Trying to get a POV where he can maybe beam the players. I believe this could be CK and them. Let's just jump on CK and see what their positioning is like. Just in case it is. Okay, it isn't CK and them. So let's go back over to Davs and them just to see what's going into play. But I had believed that would have been CK and them. It would only make sense. Opportunity to get a beam, but unfortunately only hits for 31. I don't know if this is third-party perspective that he got shot from. It could possibly be. It was a good play to hide in the bush and then grab height from underneath them. So literally they had no idea that Davs was there. But he also missed the chance to get that huge pump on the players. But they've basically controlled this fight. And if by controlling this fight, they now need to do a little bit of a cleanup and get the kills and eliminations in order to go into endgame. Because look at the mats at hand as well. They're going to need to farm a lot more. And they disengage completely from this fight. You're going to see them literally leave the entire fight. The opponent's trying to get a POV from them though. So let's see what they can do. Good opportunity to try get those mechanical parts. But while they disengage, let's just jump over on people's POVs just to get a general understanding where everyone else is. Ooh, Bony Bobs. Bony Bobs and Reapsy. They could possibly fight each other. Or could they not? Raymar probably in the wrong position to be in because I know Reapsy does land here. Let's just go over to Reapsy, see where he is and why he isn't at Bony Bobs. Okay, so he's on top of Bony Bobs right now, basically. He's by the sphere and he's just really scouting out and trying to get a peek of where the players could possibly be at. Now, I don't know, taking shots from such a vast distance could be tough. And it does look like that truck is going to get into Bony Bob, so we could possibly see Raymar and them take a fighting position. So let's go back over to Raymar. And just as I say that, it is actually Raymar's team in the truck. So they will be disengaging completely and out of the harm's way from the games there. But yeah, they're getting into Weeping Woods. There's a couple chests they can loot here, which is really, really good. This is who we on right now is Raymar, Nova, and Civics. The car behind is following them though. A player in front as well, so they basically cornered from left, right, and center. If they use this, they can use a lot of builds at hand. Ooh, he does get headshot. They do run out of petrol, so they're going to need to take this fight on. Nice, the 33 damage. Oh, so instead of actually going into a fight, the players totally disengaged from that position. There is players on height though. He could have saved that pepper for endgame, seeing that there is a trio and he only has 2 left. No blue heals at hand. They do get dropped from teammates. They will be hiding in a bush. So let's go over to State and Piv as well in this tournament. Let's see where they're positioned. They're actually in a fight. Perfect timing to go over to a new player's perspective. They have no blue shield on actual Fresh. Doesn't look like he has any shield at hand. He's been beamed quite heavily. Needs to drop down a couple to meet up. This is actually State, not the actual Fresh. State with no heals at all. Staying boxed up. The zone is also going to be pushing very hard on them right now. This could possibly put the pressure on the teams to disengage maybe. Oh, perfect time to hit a huge pump. But unfortunately now he will get piece control and get eliminated. That is Zaki's who will pick that one up. Zaki's GG's. They managed to eliminate the team. Zaki's is playing with Zelani and Keaton. So it could be interesting for them being a new complete trio going into finals. Let's see what they can do. Basically, as it stands right now, there won't be in any battle. You can see Travis in endgame in zone. Games are basically coming to an end though. 51 players will be making their way into zone 3. Oh, is it zone 2, chat? Yeah, no, it's zone 3. Still kind of a stackaroonie, seeing that we came into the tournament with 69 players. Not that much teams have been eliminated in this position. You can see Kareem and them very much organized, trying to get into a fight right now. Nice, 35 double dink back to back. Still 50 players remaining. He does have powerful weapons at hand though. The Scar, Purple Pump. As usual though, being the players landing at Sweaty Sands, you will walk out with a hefty amount of loot. He's got one big shield and a couple minis as well. They still need to make a long way into zone. Let's look at the team that's been third. Have you guys died?
What's wrong with these kids?
Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
Are you guys
Sorry,
there?
it should work now.
Okay.
My game.
Okay. So, yeah, let's go over to third place and see what the positioning is for them. So, the team right now, Reepsy, Ginger, and Crispy, also sort of a new trio that have been formed over the past couple of weekends. Yeah, they've been doing really well together. Let's see what this means going into the finals. Being third as it stands right now, they can easily grab the Vic Roy and maybe get themselves a good title to the name. Ginger basically would be the two-time champ because Ginger did win with his trio previously, week 4, but now in a position where he could possibly win week 5 with a different new trio. He could have that 2-time champion on him, or the title for him. Hey Tepo, we'll be looking at the leaderboard after game 3, so don't you worry, we'll look at the leaderboard quite shortly. Looks like they are kind of center zone, so which means they could get zone. They just outside zone quite shortly. Let's see where the other players are at. CK and them very much comfortable, as you guys can see. CK Bojo chilling on 0 kills. This is not usually the play or what we usually see from them. Trying to line up that headshot, but nothing comes into play. CK just constantly taking shots there. We can go over to Neymar, Travis, and Woke as well. We haven't really seen any serious gameplay from them. We've been spectating other teams at hand. But yeah, BVD Police, which is Neymar, needs a couple white heals as well. This is actually interesting to see that there's 15 players alive. Ooh, Neymar on a little to no HP. He does manage to heal up, and he needs to make then the rotation now. They don't have that much mats. Travis is literally on 0. A complete 0 mat count for metal. 291, 251 for wood, and 217 for brick. They do get shot down. He's gonna get hit from behind. Oh my god, GG's. They get edited down as well. And that's gonna be a GG's in the books. Let's go over to Reepsy, Ginger, and them just to see whether or not that was them. Kind of feel like it was. Yes, it was indeed. Who edit Travis and them into their box, and they get a refresh on that. Forty-four players making those rotations into the 50-50. It was actually so free for Reepsy. Guys, let's stay on Reepsy just to see the general gameplay going into the moving rotations. We could see some clutch stuff coming into play. They are getting sort of server focused. Also, not that much mats at hand. 278 metal. Trying to get into the box right now. Let's see what they can do. Focusing their players very heavily. This could be crucial. They do get the knock. It is Sin Deimos who will get eliminated. They got heavily focused. And they get the elimination as well. Still a couple of players making those rotations. Damn, we went from 44 players into 34 players. Just a total 10 players got eliminated in that rotation. They get another max pull of a zone, so it's going to be very difficult, especially seeing that they don't have that much mats at hand. Only 128 metal. They get dropped. He gets dropped quite a large amount of mats from Ginger. Nice thing about Reeves, he's very conservative when it comes to topping. Uses very little mats. He is going to get focused. Those bullets are going to register through the builds. 31 players make their way into moving rotations. He will get pumped. However, out of this position, Crispy as well. Ginger left alone in zone. What will Ginger do as a solo player? Ginger losing a lot of HP being in zone. He doesn't have that much mats because he did drop earlier, and he does get held, not held, but scuffed a little bit somehow. CK still in this position, alive. With a full trio, Boja and them doing some good rotations. There is CK and Noted for topping, flanking in the back. Fragging, my bad. But it's gonna be Bojo picks up quite a amount of kills, and he gets one pump left, right. Two players get eliminated. CK's left all alone. No, it's Noted. Noted somehow wiggled his way out of that box, but holy, what a W key to come into play. He can edit down, and a huge pump comes into play. Will he get the edit on this player? Looks like he's going to get scuffed quite a bit. Needs to get out of that box. Nice knock coming in play for Noted. You will also get this elimination. Noted can still play for placement. So many players still alive. Perfect time to take a lot of heals. He can maybe box up here and take a 50 pot. Zone sort of pulls back, so this is the perfect time to take a 50 pot. But someone is jumping into his box, and he will get eliminated. That is actually Neymar and Woke clutching up big time. Let's go over to their POV and see what that play is. But unfortunately, yeah, we're on Woke, where Woke is eliminated. Neymar, however, is still in this position with 7 eliminations himself. He is carrying at this point. Being 1 elimination on Woke. Doesn't have any white heals. Nice 55 blue. Player somehow doesn't have any mats. Oh, and he's gonna get targeted from all sides, unfortunately. It does look like Keaton, Zakis, and Zeleny are still in this position, though. With a full trio, you're most likely looking at Zeleny and them winning, seeing that they are on height. But unfortunately, we won't be able to spectate that. Dav's still alive? No, I don't think we got anyone, guys. Yeah, we don't got anyone, man. That was game number 3. Game number 3, guys. GG's in the books. Holy. That's Kareem? Nah. You think so? Kareem and them are still alive? Yeah, Kareem and them are still alive, guys. But they just placed 3rd. No, they're not alive. It's Playboy Cardi. At least we still have a POV, though. Let's go back there. Okay, Playboy Cardi still in this position, alive. Player drops down below, manages to pick him up. It is Keaton and them who win with a beautiful 3v2. GG's. Now the game's done. We know exactly Kareem and them, Keaton and them do come through with a win. Ooh, guys, that was massive, man. Let's get some GGs in the chat for Keaton, Zeleny, and Zakis. What a huge dub in their books. That is definitely going to get them. But let's talk about Neymar. Neymar with 7 kills as a solo. But obviously, Woke helped him quite earlier. We don't know what the positioning is or was for the players at hand. But that was a GGs in the books for Zeleny, Zakis, and Keaton. Massive gameplay. Guys, we're going into game number 4. Still 2 more games at hand. Don't go anywhere else, guys. Introducing Nibble Esports.
You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You've got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm
Welcome back, guys, to game number 4. We do have the players on board already jumping out of the battle bus. It is looking like an interesting qualifier, or might I say a finals, guys. Things are really close. People are gaining up on points. People are shockingly, grabbing the game from underneath. And that is exactly what you want to see. You want to see new names dominate, bring in a new competitive feel that will shake the community and be like, okay, I need to be serious for week 6. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to take part in week 6, the dates will be on the 21st of April. The 28th of April, 30th, and the 2nd of May. So the 28th of April, you guys can try qualify for week 6, where a whooping grand finals of 1,350 is on the line. But without wasting any more of your guys' time, let's go straight into the leaderboard and we look at what we got over here. So on the leaderboard itself, again, apologies for the mess. Keep forgetting, Okay, so on the leaderboard itself, guys, we are looking at game number 4, going into game number 4, and somehow Zaki's Zeleny and AG Keaton die of spawn, but they're still in first and they have a huge lead coming into play. I don't know to what extent they can continue staying consistent in this position, but they died of spawn game 2. Could it mean that game 4 they can die of spawn as well? Because you are looking at game 1 being a good game, game 2 dying of spawn, then game 3 being a victory royale, game 4 dying of spawn. Who knows? Let's see what goes into play. And then you are looking at Reject, Chimp, and Kareem being in second place with 67 points. That is actually not that far off from first, with 6 points lead coming in first place. Ikasi X Genesis, actually, Stale, Nyclo, and Swish, they are doing really decent. They're catching up and got a decent amount of points. You can see them chilling in third place, tied with Reject, Chimp, and Cream. That is massive. None other than that, guys. You also got Reepsy, Ginger, and Crispy being consistent on 64 points. Now, guys, game 4, like I said, it's still very close. Any one of these teams will be walking away first at the end of game 5. Now, I can maybe tell you, if either 1 to 4th somehow win this game 4, that is going to be your guys' winners going into game number 5 and the end of the tournament. You will be looking at your winners, literally. If either game 1 to 4 win, you're looking at your winners. No, never mind. Literally, top 10. whoever wins in top 10 will be your winners for game number for the whole tourney, guys. Because look how close Travis and them, just 61 points. That is still a good opportunity for them to come in and win. And I can tell you guys, Neymar being a hard, sweaty player, he was chilling on 7 kills himself in endgame while Travis was dead. Woke, however, with 1 elimination at hand. Neymar's doing bits and pieces to keep this trio in the Nibble bi-weekly series week 5. And then you got Spooky Card and Dibs as well in this position, 7th place with 56, and then Atlas, E-Tech, and 7. Now, without wasting any more time, guys, let's go jump over on board with the players at hand. Let's get CK and Dem's POV, and just let's see what the players can do in the game. So you guys already are on board with us for game number 4. By the way, welcome, guys. If you guys could leave a like, share the stream, and let us know what you guys think about the tournament on social media with hashtag NobleXEPS. That would be absolutely beautiful. And you can see already on board with CK, Boja, and Noted. He's got a green AR, green pump, and the mats are growing steadily. So I just want to get... There we go. That looks much better. You can see everything at hand. He's got a med kit. He's got 479 metal as well. CK, Noted, and Bojo very much always uncontested at Dirty Dogs. Sometimes they do get contested. They do get in a position where players WP them. It's always tough for CK and Noted in them. But if you look at the leaderboard, just where they are right now, Punisher's X-Lite, they are 14 with 28 points at hand. Day, Lurk, and Rakic as well in 15th with 27 points. So it's like really close in that position in terms of consistency. They just need to pick it up a lot more, you know, get a huge game for themselves, get into endgame more. We did see CK and them getting doubly kept by Neymar and Woke, and it was a quick 1-2 for them, getting Noted and Boja out of the game very quickly. It was actually CK and Boja who got eliminated very quick, and then Noted was left as a solo. So yeah, it was tough, man. Tough stuff to be in that position. Who won the previous tournament? You're looking at Jamie, Zakis, and Ginger. They won the previous week 4, and then before that we had Goliath, Travis, Bravado, Neymar, and Bravado Woke sort of win the 3 weeks back to back. But unfortunately, in no position yet again. We don't see Neymar, Travis, and Woke in the leaderboard like that. Seen Josh, welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Make sure, guys, let's get the stream booming. Share the stream on social media. Use hashtag EPSXNibble as well when doing so. But yeah, so 53 players remain in this leaderboard. We did queue up with, what, 73, if I'm not mistaken. It was a decent amount going in for game number 4. And there you go, literally getting the best loots at hand possible. Now, I'm curious to find out what the positioning is for other players. Maybe we just hop from player to player to see what it's like. Are they going to be in a position of W keying anyone? Doesn't look like it. Actually upgrading it. Then you got also Punisher Race and Junaid, quite close to where Reepsy and them, but also again very much safe. You got Kryptonic, Daniel, and Rox as well in this position. No position of W keying, however, they're also in a decent place. They're very secluded, thus giving the opportunity to actually farm those placement points. Let's see what goes into play for them. You got Light CK, which we were on. Let's go see Travis' name on them. Maybe they're having some off-spawn fights or whatever the case may be. They also going Catty Corner with Weather Station. Around that area is also a decent place to be. Very secluded at times as well. So if you need be, you can go for placement. But being name on them, they have all playstyles: passive, aggressive, semi-aggressive. If that's a playstyle you guys want to call. But you can see Retail Row. Yeah, Retail Row very much looks like there was a lot of action going on for you, and I think we stick on board with Travis, Neymar, and Woke and see what we can get here. Where is Solo Mori? And we'll check in the leaderboard. Then the previous tournament today, out of which you commentated. I'm not sure, Logical. I'm not sure. Sorry. So yeah, no, you can see some action builds and so forth going into play. But no one to be seen just yet. Yeah, guys, so Neymar is BVD Peace Control. Woke is Peace Control owner. And Goliath Travis is Goliath Travis. So really nobody around them or nobody really giving that action off. Let's go over to Reject. Maybe we can get some double key gameplay from him. But yeah, guys, Reject right now contesting first place. They are in second as it stands right now. So you could possibly see or get them into a position where they're playing passive. Again, another team that can adapt to the situations around them, whether they're getting grief, whether they need to push harder, get more kills, or whether they need to just slow down, go for endgame, play it safe, get those placement points. They have all game playstyles at hand. Really talented Rejects, Kareem and Chimp players in this position. So 48 players remain in this one. It looks like Keaton actually got eliminated. This is an opportunity for Rejects and them to come on top. So it could be that Davs. Could be Davs in them, actually. Yeah, Davs contesting Rejects. I mean, Keaton. No, it isn't. So, yeah, like I said, guys, you could be in a position where Keaton and them are contesting really good players, and they 50-50, they POI. So, game 2, they died off spawn. Game 3, they won off spawn. Game 4, they die off spawn. So, that could possibly be the position of the players at hand right there. And I just want to go back to Neymar and Travis, because it could have been them who picked it up. No, it isn't. I'm just trying to see where or how, which players it could have been that picked up that elimination on Keaton. It's unfortunate that we actually don't have the POV for them right over here, guys, but let's see what goes into play. I'm sort of getting out of camera and I just want to position myself. There we go. So Light CK actually very close to Davs. Yes, guys, this is Davs and Piano going up against Light CK. Light CK, Bojo, and them are ready to double key into the boxes. They have the Firebow at hand as well, which is very, very crucial weapon to have. You have seen that going into endgames, guys. That Firebow is amazing. Trying to get a peace control or peacekeeping. You could say peacekeeping of builds. Trying to get the replacement of builds. That's much, much better. They are replacing literally everything. Oh my god, CK is taking the builds one by one, managing to actually put them into a single corner. This is scuffing them hardcore. Noted and CK on each other. And Boja as well. No, CK need to jump back a bit in order to heal up. But it's Boja and Noted all together. It does look like Noted does get hit somewhat. Noted as well, disengaging in that position to heal up. Players will be on height now instead of low ground. And now being the pressured players is Bojo, Noted, and CK. Instead of putting the pressure on the opponents, the tables have turned quite a bit. You can see now on height, huge pump coming into here, coming here, guys. They're coming here. That doesn't even make sense. But CK with an opportunity to knock a player. Let's see what he can do. It does look like there's a bit of third parties as well, and beautiful shot coming for a beautiful shot for CK. He will be able to knock the player and eliminate him as well. They do got the upper hand. Oh my god, CK with the predicted edit and huge pump. That is beautiful shots and control from CK. They are chilling on 4 eliminations. Massive plays from CK. Like I said, guys, any good game and they could easily be in the run for it. But they far from behind in terms of points. They are chilling on 28. So they need like a massive 10-15 kill game in order to just be in the run for first place. But like I say, anything's possible, guys. Guys, you can't watch the plays personally. They're all in Discord, streaming in Discord. So the only way you can watch them personally is if you come through to the stream over here. Does look like Reeps is also in some action. The tree really scuffing his field of view. That makes sense? Yes, POV. There is third-party shots and an opportunity to actually get an elimination here, and you can't see those third-party shots coming about because yeah, you don't want to get sort of focused and targeted by the opponents around. If you're going into a fight, you need to be secluded, box up, cover up your areas that you know could possibly be focused at. Like you there, you go, placing a beautiful wall to his right side. Reepsy, Crispy, and Ginger are second right now on the leaderboard, and we did see Keaton get eliminated quite early off in the game. So this could mean 1, the whole team did get eliminated, or 2, it was just Keaton who got eliminated and Zeleny and Zaki's made it out of there. That means they are gathering placement points as well. So Crispy, Ginger, and Reepsy need to be a little bit more patient in terms of who they W key, because they can run into the wrong team, get eliminated, and that is their second place literally gone. The opportunity to even come first in this game itself. Yeah, so 37 players remain in zone 3, if I'm not mistaken. We are gonna see them in center zone, so being center of this zone means you guaranteed next zone. So we'll go over to Punisher Race, Junaid, and see what their position is like as well. It does look like they're gonna need to somehow make rotations though, because they're not center zone. As you guys can see, they just need to sort of push in a little bit more into the zone and they should be fine. There's a couple meters walk. Does look like they're trying to go in for the dead side rotation and then end up on the left side of that zone or on the west side of the zone. They will be getting focused a little bit on their rotation as expected. You can't make those clean rotations as it stands right now. Everyone is hungry for a beam or two, an elimination or two. There you go. They sort of make dead side, but they won't be going to their dedicated marker. Probably too congested that side. But if they get a 50-50 position right here, guys, that would be extra solid for the team. Let's see what transpires for the players at hand. Now moving over to another POV. We still had CK and them making those powerful plays. And if you kind of listen again, it looks like they're in some fight and some action yet again. And it looks like they're still on 4 eliminations. But like I say, they do need a big game, if anything, to win this one. They do get a knock on the player, and it looks like they can do a shakedown. But instead, they won't be going for that play. Let me just stop watching and watching again because it's very, very laggy. Does look somewhat better. Crazy how they're just taking a fight in the middle of the zone where the possibility of getting W keyed is true, you know. There's the player down below. He's trying to disengage, but he can't with the marker above your head. A nice pump, but a miss from CK. Nice 35. However, Nota can clean this player up. The player just running circles. Oh, but CK predicts that gameplay. Using quite a lot of mats for a single solo player. But a point is a point. And there you go. That point comes into play. And that's Light E-Take who will get eliminated. So they're chilling on a comfortable 6 kills. That is huge. Just like I mentioned, if they're going to make a comeback, it is now. It is now they make that comeback. They go in with the Hop Rock Fishes. Makes for an easy rotation, but also an easy beam from opponents. CK putting on that action. CK knowing when to build. Ooh, I almost thought that was another player. We go back to the team in second just to see what their positioning is like. Does look like they somewhat have height. This is going to be massive for them. But they're still chilling on 0 kills. They need to get that boost. If they want to, if they somehow want to win first, they do get a knock though. If they somehow want to become first in this one, they need to come first by a big margin. So if anything does come into play or transpires for them in the last game, they at least have that comfortable lead and they will be in a good position. He's trying to go in for that harpoon. He's got an AR ammo from that, which is crucial. They are still chilling on mats. 290 wood, brick, I mean metal. 0 brick and 500 wood. Couple opportunities to get an elimination, and there you go, another elim. Reepsy doing the bits and pieces for his team. They are chilling on 3 eliminations though. Oh my god, perfect time to harpoon mats. You can't get some brick. Nice guard. This is even perfect for him to get more eliminations. Oh, what happened to his guard? Did he drop it for his teammate? Yeah. They do make rotations. It does sort of pull max, but I mean, they comfortably chilling on height, guys. Doesn't look like there's going to be any other team to contest height right here. So this means one thing, guys. This is your team probably winning the tournament. But again, like I say, anything can change for last game. I like how I contradict myself though. I say if they win this game, they win the tournament. But let's see what happens, man. Game 5 is still massive stuff can go into play. They still on height. 24 players remain. Still so much placement points to be made here. Nice beam. Trying to get that one shot, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Still on height, staying behind is Reepsy. Getting those angles on the players. Will he be able to beam another one? Fortunately, they just worm their way in to zone. He does manage to knock Altus. While the players remain on height, let's just see what the position is for Travis. Travis being in a top 10 play. They're on low ground. And also quite dominating as well on low ground. But Travis misses a huge pump. But it's going to be Neymar who pick up that elim. Does look like Neymar is going to die though. And they place 8 and GG's. We'll go back to Reepsy. Tough gameplay for Neymar, Travis and Woke. But being on height, guys, it's a 99% chance that you win. And they know how to control it as well. So you are looking at Reepsy literally fragging on height, grabbing as much eliminations as he can possibly. He's chilling on 3 alone. Another beam goes into play. They crack that player. They can literally get this elimination as well. The fire bow, I believe. There you go. Another elim. Oh my god. They beamed this player. Another elim at hand. They've controlled this one so well. They can harpoon, get a lot of mats for them. Yeah, this looking very free. This is a 3v1 situation. Reject still alive, however. There you go. GG's in the books. That is 7 eliminations at hand and a victory royale. You're all looking at your players that are in first currently. But will they remain in first is the question. Will they have enough points to go into first place? Woo! Let's get GG's, guys. That was fantastic showcasing from Reapsy. Literally showing what talent is in South Africa and Africa itself. It is the Nibble bi-weekly series right there, guys. Zaki's with the GG. Planks dominant with the GG's. Let's freaking go. Zaki's obviously were in first place before, but they did die of spawn. It could be the play that the two players or the two teams, Zaki's, Zolani and Keaton, somehow will become first at the end of Game 5, or will it be Reapsy, Ginger, and Crispy who remain in first position? That is what I'm interested to know. That is the race between the two players. Whoever comes through with the clutch will be winning game number 5. It's very tricky because a dying of spawn means they are 30 points ahead of Reapsy, Crispy, and Ginger, but literally you can be in a position where Reapsy dies of spawn this time around, and that is GG's then. But yeah, guys, let's go over to the break and we'll be back for game number 5. And again, guys, I would just want to say a special thank you to each and every one of you who has been understanding about the Ramadan, the break-in fast, and so forth. Guys, it is very late. It's 8 o'clock, and you guys are here scrimming, showing the hype in the chat, having a good time, and so forth. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Nibble bi-weekly series. Whether you guys are competitors, an audience, whatever the case may be, you guys have made a Sunday one brilliant one. So I'll be seeing you guys in game 5.
You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right, ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful until I know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful until I know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying words in my head.
Okay, guys, finally on board with us is the last final game for week 5. I am so excited to see what can go in because I just had a sneak preview of what the leaderboard basically looks like. And guys, it is close. I tell you, it is very, 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 very close. And it like literally anyone can win this. But I'm still very confident that the team that won game 4 will walk out with the victory royale. Generally, that's what I'm most concerned about, is that Reapsy and them could possibly win this tournament, man. We are possibly looking at the winners already. So let's go straight into game number 5. Look at the leaderboard, give that a little bit of a young refresh, and then we see them here. So Punishers X Sin, which is Reapsy, Crispy, and Ginger, they're in top. They're in first place. And not by a big margin, though. Not by a big margin, because Reject, Chimp, and Kareem are running behind, almost grabbing first place. And it's actually good to see this comeback or this note of gameplay coming in from Reject, Chimp, and Kareem. Guys, keep in mind, Reject took a very long break. He became washed, as the term is used in the Fortnite community for, becoming very down bad at the game, if that makes sense. But Reject was in a position of being washed, but he's coming back to his prime. Reject was probably one of the best players as well to walk in Fortnite South Africa, and you can see that coming in for him. Kareem as well, he's also known for being one of the best players, and this is like a comeback of note for them. It is the Nibble bi-weekly series week 5 that's making this gameplay in and out, week in out, to actually strategize and learn where their mistakes are. But guys, it is so close for top 4, like literally so freaking close. You got a Cassie X Gen, which is Stale, Nyclo, and Swish with 87 points. That is literally 9 points away from winning, guys. 9 points away from winning. And then in 4th place is Najents, Clubs, Psycho, and Storm with 83 points. Guys, again, looking very, very close. But without wasting any more time, guys, let us jump on board with Dives and them. Just give them
I
a,
don't know Wi-Fi, but leave one thing.
I hope that's Ira. I love that guy with all my heart.
I
It
can
is
actually hear you.
Is it not Ira?
It is. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can actually get that preview from Dabs because it's a bit glitched out. And there you go, guys. The final game on board with us. Bombing up a couple mechanical parts though is the team right over here. Let's go over to CK and them. Let's see what they brought in a lot of attention and fighting for us for the game number 4, and you can see CK in this position where he actually beamed the player. They are contested, like I mentioned, guys. They will constantly get fought now and then, and yeah. So it looks like they managed to pick up that elims at hand. Are they chilling on 8 elims? Oh no, they're chilling on 3. I was about to say, man, what? 8 teams just landed here? I was about to say, guys, holy. But yeah, guys, in this position, we're probably looking at Punisher's Gaming or Bravado Gaming coming through with a representation. It would be nice to see that coming in for the consistencies, especially being Punisher's Gaming, because they did somehow actually win that thing. And you can see here, you got Fresh, State, and Piv. Got some intel for you. Why they're doing so bad is because they're actually 50-50ing a team. So they die of spawn, win of spawn, die of spawn, win of spawn. So having the same relapse as the other players that do the same thing. So if you're gonna fight players of spawn, guys, you can expect a 50-50 regardless of skill. The game's very RNG, so I can come through with a Scar. I can pack a Scar in as my first gun, or I can pack a pistol and you with a Scar for your first gun. So off spawn fights are a 50-50 situation, and you will see that. You will see players struggling a lot of the times with off spawn fighting. But yeah, literally Reapsy in them. Let's see what's happening with the team that's in first right now. Does look like they are rotating about in a comfortable place as well. As you guys can't see, they're on a good place. But what about the team Travis and them also being in the top leaderboard, 7th right now? They are at Catty Corner, basically getting as much loot as they can possibly. He's got a makeshift pump, 2 slurp fishes, a Scar, and you can literally make so much crafting materials. So yeah, this NPC is actually quite OP. He's literally gotten 2 purple pumps from an NPC. Damn, that is actually great. They got the whole Catty Corner, weather station, and surrounding areas to themselves as well. So 46 players. Not a lot of players have been eliminated. Only 5. That is really, really good. We could see somehow a stacked game going into play. Players on height. I think they're actually going to make this W key. Couple peppers being thrown. They're going to make this W key actually. At least we see early action going off the bat. They do notice him. Travis going in for the height build. But there's other players as well on the natural height. Does get hella beamed. Oh, Travis almost falling to fall damage. They do have height. You can actually beam this player. Oh, he just needed to reload. Travis taking a slow fish. We have seen Travis. He has a really good aim. Piece control. Woke manages to pick up an Elam on steady. There's one player above. They can't find the other one. Now the opponent player can't just sit on height over there. Nice Elam going into play for them. We did see Reepsy quite close to Colossal. They're going for placement points. They're not taking any drama. They're going for placement points. They are chilling here. We did who else? It was State and Piv. Oh, looks like they did get eliminated. Let's go to Dabs. Dabs is in craggy cliffs all the way, safe and secure. So this NPC as well, another one where you can, apologies, another one where you can upgrade with gold. So yeah, interesting. The NPCs where you can get gold, those POIs, those ones are very, very crucial for your performance in the game. Because you can literally walk out with gold pumps if you have like the opportunity to upgrade. Very laggy. Yeah, very, very, very laggy. Now the team rejecting them, they are sitting in a comfortable second place as well, with 91 points at hand. So they could also be the team that wins this tournament. Could be Reepsy. If they pick up on Elams, oh my god. I just thought the players disintegrated. You can't get a beam on here. Ooh, beautiful 56 dink and 26 body. Nice 70-80 damage. Dominant. You basically, when we're watching Travis, we're watching Neymar, so at least we got their POV. Doesn't look like they're gonna fight anymore. They did get a huge beam on the player though. Going for the supply drop. Deimos manages to knock out a player. I wonder who could have that been. "39 players remain. The CK's POV is very, very laggy, guys. Let's go over to Reapsy because that POV very, 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 very laggy. Yeah, guys, playing safe, passive, avoiding all attention. They're farming up the builds and just getting all that covered up for themselves, which is really, really good. Travis' name on them also quite close to CK, actually. Yeah, CK to their left. They cracked the player, but they will be focusing on the zone rotation rather than going for the third party. Down there is Reapsy and them. Jesus. Unfortunately, couldn't get to their markers. Were a bit in a sticky situation, being focused from all around. Really focused and determined to get on the height. Ooh, he does get shot down drastically. Using a lot of mats. Player getting W keyed. I wonder who that team could be. They're very confident in their skill. They're splitting mats. They used a hefty amount of that. Reapsy's team is by the bridge, guys. So it wasn't Reapsy actually focusing so much, but they were part of that, a little bit of a focus coming in. You can see 27 players remain. It's actually not so bad for last game. The community has improved a lot from where they were previously. Ooh. Trying to shoot down the players with a 3-2-1, but they do get pumped somewhat. Lots of heals used right there from Travis and them. Go over to Reapsy. They have to make the rotations, don't they? Oh no, they just made it into zone. Let's see where Bojo, CK, and them are as well. And then we'll actually watch Rejects and them POV this game, guys. Oh yeah, CK's POV very, very laggy. Let's go over to Reject. Let's give them the opportunity to shine in this position. They could come through with a victory royale. They could die on moving rotations. They could have the 50-50 zone. Literally, so many possibilities for the team right here. "26 players in this play." I'm interested to find out what's gonna go about right now. You got 15 more seconds until they either have to rotate max or they need to... Damn. So they just need to make a little bit of a rotation to the which is quite straight actually. Looks like Reepsy and them also in the same position where they need to rotate. Nice early rotation for Reject, Kareem and Chimp. They can get an early height as well if need be, but they don't have that much mats to use. Players already grabbing that early height on them. Kareem needs to come on Reject and Chimp as well. Nice team, they will knock a player, but also Chimp also knocked. They can't get the revive. Kareem just needs to stay safe. They get the revive of full 10 seconds. That was extremely close call for rejecting Chimp. Nice, they get white heals for Chimp. The zone rotation that they just got right now is actually not so bad, considering that they just need to move a couple boxes in and they will be in favor of zone. That is not so bad. You can see Reject going in for the early top. This is really, really good. But no eliminations at hand could be very, very tricky, guys. Remember, they are a couple points behind first place, about 5 points behind first place. So if they want to win the tournament, they're gonna need to grab some eliminations. Let's just jump over to Reepsy, see what they look like. If it's still the same position where, yeah, them also no elimination. So literally first and second on the same spread amount that they initially was on, and Reepsy gets absolutely beamed. 48 HP, needs to meet up with his team. Needs to get this time as well to take a med kit because that was a huge beam from the opponents. But there you go, he takes them. Hopefully he is in zone. Oh, he was in zone. The zones also pull max. No time to heal. Rejects, however, needs to just sit back and heal up. Doesn't look like he will get the opportunity to. Still really anyone's game at this point. My nerves are high. I'm really curious to see who grabs first game. Last game, sorry chat. 11 players remain. Is Reject and them still alive? No, they're not. Reject and them are still not alive. Oh, there goes Reepsy, gets eliminated. Oh, it's Keaton. Keaton and them coming out and about. And I told you guys, game 1 is their game. Game 3 as well. And game 5, it could be the same position where we find Keaton and them winning. But Zacky's gets eliminated. Keaton picks up a kill on Swish. Ginger and Crispy need a couple kills or else they could possibly lose. No mats at hand. Oh, nice pump from this player. And they do pick up that anonymous. It is a 1v2 though. They drop on Crispy. Crispy in a position of winning. And Crispy does so indeed. This is huge. Well freaking done to Crispy for clutching up in that tough position. He was literally on a little HP. They somehow managed to win the game yet again as a duo. That was fantastic. Holy. Guys, you're looking at your team winners. Crispy, Reepsy, and Ginger coming through somehow with the victory royale. Holy. That was fantastic stuff coming into play, guys. Oh, GG's, guys. Let's get GG's in the chat, everyone. Let's get those GG's in the chat because that was your team winners, Reepsy, Crispy, and Ginger. Let's give this a young refresh to basically see where everyone ended up at. We just gotta wait for Reepsy to submit his points. Then we'll look at that. Look at that POV coming in for them. But that was well done to the team. Nyclo and them also still need to submit. I'll show a full leaderboard now, guys. I'm just waiting for everyone to submit their scores. And there you go. Kind of looks like we got that full submission as well. So, guys, you're looking at the leaderboard. Punishers X Sin, which is Reepsy, Crispy, and Ginger in first place with 125 points. FAX, BVDXF, Kareem in second place with 108 points, guys. That is very close. Nudgents just 107 points. 1 point split difference for first and second. Damn. That is very close. Sin Gaming, on the other hand, also had a huge game for themselves. Like I mentioned, guys, of Sin Gaming, Zeleny 36-0, 37-4, 26. So game 1, game 3, game 5, it was literally their place. Game 2, game 4, however, was not their game. And then Bravado X Goliath coming in 5th with 96 points. Pooper Troopers, which is Spooky Card and Dibs, 92. Ikasi X Gen with 87. Altus X Piano X Dabs with 84. Punishers X Light with which is CK and them. They did start very slow, guys. They did start very slow. If they somehow managed to, get better games, game 1 and 2, it would have been much more thingy. But in the end, they were really consistent. That is how you grow and get a lot of points with those consistencies. But game 1 and 2, very tough ones for them. And in 10th place, guys, is Altus, E-Tech, and 7 with 70 points. I give this one loss refresh just to see if anything has changed. And yeah, guys, nothing has changed. So shout out to everyone that came through for the cast. I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Shout out to all the competitors in the Nibble Bi-Weekly Series Week 5. And congratulations to Punishers Gaming for winning that sweet first place. And then Bravado Gaming in second place, which is still a sweet deal as well. Yeah, guys, let us see what week 6 will be looking like. And week 6 will generally be happening on the 28th of April and the 30th of April. And then finals on the 3rd of April. We will be starting the qualifiers at 4 o'clock so that it can end in time for Ramadan break fast and so forth when you guys break your fast. So yeah, guys, thank you again. Thank you to Nibble Esports for sponsoring yet another week of packed, entertaining endgame highlights and talent that we see in the Nibble Bi-Weekly series. Let us get a GG's in for everybody that came through. So literally pat yourself on the back if you guys tuned in, if you guys left a like, if you guys enjoyed that. And also to the competitive players, give you guys self a round of applause for such a performance coming out of the Nibble bi-weekly series. And yeah, thank you guys so much again. It's been your boy ROG, and I'll be signing out.